Okay, guys, good afternoon. Today we are going to see the topic that is will be apply a proper greeting in our interactions. Right. So, firstly, we're going to see why it's important for us apply this kind of part on our interactions, because remember that is the first moment that we're going to get an connection. We are going to start with a connection or an conversation. In that case, or receive the concern, issue, or information that the customer or viewer want. So for the reason, in that case, we are going to apply a topic that we reviewed before. So remember, we are going to apply empathy. So to apply this empathy on this part of the greeting that is important for us, we are going to use some positive statements, okay? So the greeting, the first part of the interaction, where we are going to present us and present the company that they are regarding about it. So if it's calling to the right place, as well as for some reason it's so important to apply that. And then we are going to see some more specific steps that we can apply. So go ahead. Okay, so the first part that you need to apply at this time will be apply the hi or hello in all of your interactions. So just to sound polite and sound friendly directly with the viewer or the customer that is calling about. Then you are going to use a positive statement. What this positive statement I actually I was using when I received calls. I used the positive statements according to the time of the day. For example, so every time I say hello, good morning, and then I start with the other parts of the greeting. So at this time, until here, we have said hello and then the positive statements. I recommend you using that because it sounds really polite, and as well the person start to sound like, oh, an expert is receiving my call, so as a polite person, so they maybe have an idea. So the idea is that, remember, all will be experts in take interactions. All right. Okay, after this positive statement, you are going to say or thanks for calling, right? So I said thanks for calling at this time as well we are going to add it the brand, or at this time the company that you are working for. For example, so I'm going to say hello, good morning, thanks for calling Disney Plus support. That this is the LOB that we are going to start working. All right, so you are going to say hello, positive statement, time of the day, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, or good night, and then thanks for calling the name of the brand, Disney Plus support. So this is all of the steps that we have until this time. All right, so the next part that is will say present yourself. So introduce yourself just with your first name or the name that you are going to create to start the interactions. Because why we don't need to say our last name? Firstly, for security reasons, and then because actually them don't need to know that part. All right. Firstly, company reasons, security reasons. Basically, it's for that reasons. Then we are going to do. Then after that, so until here we are going to do the summarize for all of that reason. So hi, then positive statement, good morning, then thanks for calling, and as well added the company, so hello, good morning, thanks for calling Disney Plus support, and then so introduction. So at this time my name is Andrew, so this is Andrew speaking, or my name is, or this is on just name. All right, then we're going to do on the fifth step. So the fifth step will be introduce the one question that is so important to us. So it's asking, how can I help you? So what is the reason you are calling about it, right? So we are going to do the summaries for all of the reasons. Hello, good morning, positive statement, thanks for calling brand or company Disney Plus support. This is Andrew speaking. Let me know, how can I help you? All right. So as well, remember, this is an important topic that we can need to improve. After that, what we are going to do. After the reading, remember that we need to introduce and receive the real concern. So what we are going to do, we are going to do an acknowledge. So remember, the acknowledge is just to hear what is the reason because the customer are calling about it, and then we are going to do a paraphrasing. Remember, the paraphrasing is not the same to say the same words that the other person told me. For example, so if the person says, I'm calling because I lost my card, or I didn't remember logging on my account, I can't get access. So the wrong part will be, okay, so you told me that you have an issues to log in on your account, right? Because at this time, if you do this part of this acknowledge, it's not saying that you are comfortable or you have idea that you really understand the point of the viewer or of the customer, right? So what is the other option that we can perform? For example, do a paraphrasing is try to say the same but with different words, all right? So for example, so at this same example, so the viewer or the customer says, okay, I didn't remember, I cannot get access to your account. So what you can do, you are going to say, we are going to help you, and in the meantime you are going to do the paraphrasing. The example is, all right, yes sir or ma'am, I'm going to help you to reset your credentials or help you to log in, right? So if you can notice, I didn't receive, or I didn't ask again, is that right, or is that okay, or it's okay for you? No, I sound comfortable and I really understand. I provide this idea that I really understand the concern, and the viewer immediately would say, oh yes, of course, what you want, or something like that, right? So after that, the customer, so you need to apply other part of the interaction. That will be the verification. Depending on the channel or the company or the brand, you need to complete the verification process. At this time, we are going to do a simple verification. We are going to use like the first name and last name, okay, in that example. So as well, remember, keep in mind that you need to apply the verification that is required by your LOB and as well with your quality purposes, okay, your quality team. So at this time, in my example, we are going to perform verification using first name, last name, and payment method, okay? So we are going to do all the summarize. So the greeting, the acknowledge, and then the verification process, all right? So in summarize will be, hi, good morning, thanks for calling Disney Plus support. My name is Andrew. Let me know how can I help you. So the customer says, yes, sure. So at this time, we are going to sorry, I didn't remember to log in on my account, so could you help me with that? Just yes sir, of course, let me assist you to reset your credentials. Firstly, to pull up your account, let me know, could you confirm me your first and your last name? Sure. The customer says, yes, my name is Pepito Perez. All right, so thank you so much for that information. Use that positive statements. Why do you need to use that positive statements? Because you are going to sound with empathy. Remember, so at the first class that we review, empathy is so important to create the connection and as well to provide good personal experience during the interaction. All right, so we have positive statements during the beginning of the call, greeting, and as well during all the calls when if possible to applicable, okay? Now after that, yes, so let me assist you with that. So as well, in order to see here what's real going on or what is wrong with your account, please could you confirm me your payment method? So as well, remember, so we can need to generalize, not the, okay, I can see here on my system that your payment method is that card or that type of card. No, it's not necessary to do that, because as well we can try to share sensitive information, and then quality is going to mark down our scores. All right, so for the reason we need to be very carefully with that, okay? Then as to the payment method, we are going to continue with the other parts of the call, right? So but this is for the other topic. For first, this is all for this call. Remember, I'm here for receive all of your questioning. You can comment or something like that, okay? So we are going to do the little bit summarize just to verify that all is clear. So the reading part, the acknowledge part, and then the verification part. In my example, I use the verification part used with payment method. Keep in mind that depends on your LOB. So okay, so I hope that you're having a great rest of your day. So I'm still here for you. Bye now.